It all ended in death and destruction. These were omens. The omens of death. Well, first of all, on my mother's side of the family, we are descended from him, and to a certain extent, we bear his coat of arms, 80 or 90% of it. Other things were added. But there's many things about the life of the Emperor Charlemagne which are not really very well known to the public. For instance, he wasn't an all-conquering Genghis Khan, Attila, Tamerlane. He wasn't. He actually lost a battle, a very important battle, in the Pyrenees, where his army was defeated by the Gascons. Now, again, that is brought into our story, and it is an important part of it.
Fields and Saxon hordes who would tread upon a sacred place of ours shall learn to fear the name of Charlemagne, one that will be without peer, even long after I have gone.
But I have played quite a few parts in my career which have already appeared in heavy metal songs. The Man with the Golden Gun by Alice Cooper, The Wicker Man by Iron Maiden, Lorien, the voice of Saruman from The Lord of the Rings, and of course all of the Rhapsody saga was based on The Lord of the Rings.
And with the authority vested in me, I shall claim the Iron Crown of Lombardy.
When I met Tony Iommi, who founded Black Sabbath, he was very clear and very specific in saying to me that he was totally inspired in the creation of that band and the work they did by many of the films that he'd seen me in, which is a wonderful thought, because after all, Black Sabbath, one of the greatest metal bands ever. I know your band, of course, Black Sabbath, and it's world famous, and you started it. So You are the father of metal.
So you're the emperor, not of metal.
What?
You're the emperor of metal.
But you're the one that started it, really, because we used to go and watch Dracula and all that, the horror films that you did. And that sort of
The good ones, I
us.
hope.
It was with the sword I overcame my assailants, those heathen hordes for whom menaces, gifts and presents seem to speak louder than arguments and reason. I did what I had to spread the true religion.
Was the terror of extreme punishment as a means to enforce observance of the doctrines of peace? There were, of course, moments I desired to surrender.
My crown, a rogue's royal horde, and my holy scepter. Sometimes I wondered why I could not retire from this world to the peace of a monastic cell or a pilgrim to the Lord. But let it mark me as the king of whom future generations will sing. Trust me not in my old age.
For our Lord Charlemagne we fight. We'll sacrifice our lives for him and resist with all our might. Paladins, paladins, together we raise our swords. Paladins, paladins, lightning, steel and more.
For years we stood together, fighting back to back. Now is it you ask me that I run away and hide? Death I am not afraid of, but I do understand. Francia needs a king now, not just an epitaph.
He must escape the carnage, he must stay alive.
Well, you can't really complain about working with two of the greatest guitarists in music, which they are. And what more can you ask than to work with the best? I've done that in films, of course, but I haven't done it really to such an extent in heavy metal, because my previous album, The Sword and the Cross, was more symphonic metal than heavy metal. And this, The Omens of Death, is heavy metal.
Die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our souls will be stained by their blood.